Hi everyone, welcome to the First Impact channel, and today, like every day, we're going to talk about Neon Genesis Evangelion. One of the most feared topics in all of anime to speak about, no matter where you're from, in any country in the world. There's that terrible, terrible sense of doom, if you will, when we say even the words Neon Genesis Evangelion. As if 1,000 suns exploded in every nerd's mind within a 10-mile radius, the obvious amount of dissenters will come upon you and will have many things to say. And of course, the many fanboy will flock to you and your aid. But both of those camps aside, let's talk about Evangelion 4.0 and its predecessors, and even End of Evangelion and the series itself, and why all of these things are starting to coalesce and concern me, as well it should concern you. So Evangelion is obviously one of my favorite anime of all time. I do love the dub. Don't judge me for that. If you do, fine, whatever. Fuck you. But I also love the traditional dub of the Japanese version, of course, is what I'm getting at. It's just preferable, actually, even. But that aside as well, 4.0 is supposed to be delivered upon us like 1,000 million lance of Longinus thrust into the fucking heavens and a giant rainbow robot just destroying the earth. So what does that exactly mean? That means that within the projected date of this year, 2015, the year of the First Impact, I might add, by the way, this is the year that we are supposed to get the fourth and final installment. Will we? Maybe. Probably not. There will probably be more setbacks, more things of that nature, and of course Studio Khara spending an insane amount of money on this animation that, personally, I love, and many people also dissent upon. But let's talk about the theories involved with the immersion of our being into End of Evangelion, and then seeing these new movies and what that might mean in comparison. Now, many people have theorized that End of Evangelion has signified what the rebuild of Evangelion represents. Is the rebuild of Evangelion's universe an extension of the original series and End of Evangelion? That moment at the end of Evangelion, which I know, spoiler alerts, is basically giving Shinji the power of a god. He's able to decide whether he wants this human instrumentality to remain or disperse. He has this option. And we're left at the end with him and Asuka on the beach, seeing Rey's quantum ray, if you will, ghost, and disappearing into the sun. So many people want to gravitate towards the thought of, oh, this must be the separate reality that Shinji created. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I would love for that to exist and be the truth. But many things bother me with this theory. For instance, if that were the case, then why was it necessary for Shinji and Asuka to even be on the beach after he had already separated from the Human Instrumentality Project? How can that even be a possibility? So let's give that a thought. Also, I don't think that Anno wants it to be that cut and dry. I can't say that I know the man, but given how he's acted in the past and how he feels about it, I think that something unexpected is going to occur and not something so predictable. Although I would love that. I think that would be an excellent tie-in, and I think that'd be fun. But many people have started to draw upon the Animator Expo as a source of credibility towards what's going to happen in these films. And I'm here to also deny that that's true too, because I just don't think it seems possible. The Animator Expo is a show for up-and-coming artists and established artists to kind of display their gift without any hindrance upon them from any other studio. Mainly studios like Gainax, for instance. There's a reason Studio Kara exists. We all love Gainax, but that's the truth, and we all have to deal with that. So this Animator Expo occurs, and it's supposed to be something for an artistic value, not necessarily to fulfill our fanboy dreams as much as we'd love them to. And that's fine as well. But I don't think that the two films that were released are any indication of what has happened or what was taken out of previous rebuild Evangelion films, nor do I think it's the fourth and final one. If it is, fine, cool, but it just simply doesn't seem to fit the bill. None of it really does. So why do people cling to it? I think that we've waited for so long. I think that we've wanted it for so long, and that's terrible, but we also have to let the art work its way out and breathe. It's not going to adhere to our will. Apparently we are going to adhere to it, and that's life as a nerd. So until then, I don't think that until you come to me or Evangelion, another impact is going to be any indication of what we're going to get in the future. However, I do think we will be hopefully getting some information soon within the coming months, regardless of whether it's going to be delayed or maybe some new information, maybe some concept art. You never know. But until then, let's just hope for something a little more spectacular than Mari being the daughter of Shinji and Asuka, or silly little small things like that that really hold no bearing on the plot. It's just fanboyism and dreams. So until then, enjoy this video. I may be making some newer ones shortly. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. What kind of Evangelion discussion could we have? Or even other anime I could cover for you guys, if you guys just like my opinion. So until then, leave some comments, leave some likes, or some dislikes, or whatever you want. I don't really care. But come back for some more Eva news and some anime.